And what seems out of nowhere, the Pokemon Company actually announced another new game today, Pokemon Unite, which is essentially a MOBA for Pokemon. And how cool is that? Like League of Legends, but with Pokemon. I was literally playing League of Legends when I had this Pokemon Presents on my other screen, and I was so stoked to see it. I saw a lot of hate on Twitter actually about this game afterwards, saying that they wanted a Johto remake or Sinnoh remake or something. But man, I was so stoked to see this. Now, as we break it down, I want to talk about a few things that I think will make the game really, really like different and like important, like to break down as you're beginning to learn the game. And there's no release date quite yet, but I think that's kind of all right. We get to analyze some of the trailer and break it down, see how it's going to play as we kind of get excited for it to build up. So first off was the fact that there's a decent amount of Pokemon variety to start. I believe there's like an estimated 10 starting Pokemon so far for what you can do as characters, and then another like 5 or 6 that you can catch in the wild. Now I think that's actually super cool that you can catch it like the different wild Pokemon will feel like minions from League of Legends almost, but it won't be the same as the like League of Legends where it's just cannon minions, just range minions, and just melee minions. Like I wonder how different the minions will really feel, and they're minions, like little mini Pokemons, so they won't be super super strong. But I imagine they'll be different and that slight little variety. I think will make for interesting gameplay. There are no Pokemon type weaknesses in this game, which I think is alright, because it'd be frustrating, if you come in, you're a Bulbasaur, and then also Charizard just one taps you because he's a fire Pokemon. So either way, I think that is exciting though to see the variety of the Pokemon. Obviously, 10 isn't an insane amount of like the 900 they have, so it'll be cool to see as the game progresses. I'm sure they'll be adding more. That might be one of the things that it's a free-to-play game. They might be doing skins and cosmetics and stuff to earn that money, which would be super cool. Like to see Pokemon in your skins, it almost reminds me of in the DS and the 3DS games and everything, of like those Pokemon boutiques and stuff where you can get little outfits for your characters, and like Pokemon Let's Go Eevee where you can get them hats. So I'm super stoked for that. I think the gameplay will be actually really cool. Though it's a very unique take on the MOBA gameplay. Obviously, it's developed by Tencent, and so they kind of have that background with League of Legends and stuff. And I think from the gameplay they showed, the way you score the points and everything will be really interesting compared to like a lot of other MOBAs that are simply just attacking the Nexus type thing. Like here's the Storm, Dota, League of Legends, Smite. It's all kind of similar, and so I think this is a really unique take on it. And first off, the graphic style, the art style, I love it so much. I love cartoony-ish worlds and like bright worlds. Like Overwatch, you have a lot of the characters in League of Legends like Gnar and Tristana are some of my favorites because of their colorful, bright worlds and their world building behind that. And what better happy kind of world to play for Pokemon, I think that one of the cool things is there is enough gameplay and depth in here that we'll get into in a minute that'll make this game really exciting actually for experienced MOBA players. But it's Pokemon. There's enough behind it to really like entice the younger kids and some of the people who might not be as serious of gamers. Obviously, this is coming out on Switch and mobile, and so it might attract a little bit more of a casual audience. But when it comes to the serious gameplay, like I was saying, there's a lot of Pokemon variety, and I think that's going to be huge because it's almost like League of Legends, where they have like, I don't even know actually, probably close to 80 heroes, I want to say, over 100? Doesn't Dota have over 100? One of them I think has over 100 if I remember correctly. But either way, that's a lot of heroes to remember. And even though it's not going to start out with that much depth in Pokemon Unite, there is going to be that Pokemon difference where, even if there's not type weaknesses, how does Charizard perform against Bulbasaur, or like Charmander perform against Bulbasaur in a matchup? And like, how does that Stuffle that we just saw on the screen like perform against the different Pokemon? How do those ability matchups go? Just like in League of Legends, we have to analyze, is this assassin character going to be able to take on this tank character one-on-one, etc., etc. It'll be really cool to see how all the character interactions work, and like some of the players who really do want to get to the top of this game, if they can master those Pokemon differences. Next up that I think is super cool that we really need to analyze is the abilities that just came on screen now. There's earning new moves and stuff, and I think it's really cool that you get to choose as you customize. It's almost like a tech tree, or like in League of Legends, you get to choose which abilities you unlock, but in what order, but it's going to still be like the same 4 abilities throughout the rest of the game. Whereas in here, it looks like you might have to sacrifice certain ones for, like the ranged move or the melee move they discuss. And I think that's going to be a huge tactical thing where players have to learn against those Pokemon matchups, hey, should I go for range? Should I go for melee? Which move is just straight up better? Or is it worth sacrificing for the playstyle advantage? And so that's really exciting. I think that players, if we can learn, that's like when the game first comes out, people are gonna have to learn that move differences, and that's gonna be a lot of experimenting, which would be really cool. And obviously they talk about the Unite moves, which are almost like the ultimates of the game, and I think that's really exciting too. I always love games with that. Like Overwatch is my favorite FPS, and I'm a huge fan of that kind of ultimate gameplay when it's not super overpowered. And same with League of Legends, they have those similar ultimates. Also, how cool is it that it's cross-platform? Like, I was so excited to see that because I'm like, trying to like convince my family members to get Pokemon Unite now. I was actually even talking to my mom about getting Pokemon Cafe Mix, so that was super funny. Next up is the fact that the pay-to-play is not there, which is good. I think it's super awesome that it's free to start off with, and even though there will probably be cosmetics and stuff later on, I'm super excited for the fact that it is free to play and you can get friends to join in without that high entry level cost. So everybody, I'm super excited for this game. I can't even begin to express it. I think this will definitely be one of the games I'm going to be playing a lot as I get more and more into the MOBA style games. And it's so unique, isn't it? Like, there aren't really that many competitive Pokemon games for like multiplayer. You had like trainer battles and the Pokemon trading card game, which reversed this and stuff, but it wasn't quite that huge team play. Like even Pokemon Tournament, which was 100% a combat PvP type game, didn't have that kind of team-based interaction that made it really feel like a, like a battle strategy game that was like, oh, I'm so excited for it. I cannot express, I cannot wait for them to announce a release date. I was really hoping, because they announced Cafe Mix and then just a few days later it released. I hope that's the same. And so everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you didn't, dislike it. And please subscribe if you want more content like this, and I'll see you next time.